Pakistani officials have for the first time admitted before court that 2611 mastermind Zaki-ur Rehman Lakhvi received training at LET camps in Karachi, Manchera, Satha and Muzaffarabad. Alright, Hamza Amir, our correspondent from Islamabad, now joins us with more details. Hamza, what more details have been divulged by the official?
Well, there have been 5 security officials of the Pakistan Armed Forces who have actually appeared in front of the anti-terrorist court, and they have testified that they were aware of 5 different installations of the Lashkar-e-Taiba terror network campaigns, basically camps which were training militants to attack and also to carry out the Mumbai attacks. They have identified centers of Muzaffarabad, Manchera, Khairpur, Sakro and Thatta. Then they say that as soon as they were identified, they were abandoned not by the Pakistan Armed Forces but by the LET itself. And they have also said that the main accused of the Mumbai attacks, Zaki-ur Rehman Lakhvi, he was also part of a very important part of the banned organization. At the same time, it is also suspected that he might have been at one of the 5 places mentioned by the anti-terrorist court. They have also highlighted the fact that these basically the terror camps were actually catering to the training camps for the militants, especially the ones which were involved in the Mumbai attacks, which has basically made it very clear that there were hideouts inside Pakistan territory which were actually harboring the terrorist networks, and they were very well aware of that. And after even notifying that, there were some elements within the Pakistani military or within the establishment that were in line with these terror networks to tell them to abandon those places. So we can actually question on the credibility of the Pakistani side as far as Mumbai attacks is concerned. The questions are also raised on the part that Pakistan has been denying the fact that there have been no terror networks on Pakistan soil. But this time their own security officials have testified this, making it loud and clear that there are safe havens of terror networks in Pakistan, especially on the Mumbai attack. Those were elements coming out from Pakistan soil, and Pakistan needs to accept that now.
Also, Hamza, how are these revelations being viewed in Pakistan? They definitely, as you pointed out, they do make India's case stronger.
Well, that does. See, anything that makes India's case stronger, in fact, as far as the Mumbai attacks is concerned, it always hits the ignorant portion of Pakistani government. They always they always opt for the silent policy for now because it's basically weakened, so they are trying to stay away from it. And I think tomorrow there will be reaction coming in from Pakistan as well. But it's normal reaction and a normal scripted reaction from the Pakistani government has been that it is in the court and they will not be able to comment any further on that. They will leave it to the court to decide what is supposed to happen next.
Hamza, can you take us to any interesting points that were made in the court? Anything by the prosecutor, perhaps?
Well, the prosecutor, Khwaja Haris Ahmed, he is basically representing Lakhvi. And he has said that these 5 of these security officials were actually saying that they were aware of these camps and they have not actually seen the camps by their own eyes. So that is information that can be conflicting. At the same time, it can be, plotted as well, as he has tried to mention it out. He is also told that, the proof of existence of the training camps were not actually justified because they were not abandoned by the Pakistani military forces. They were abandoned, as said, by the security officials who were abandoned by the Lashkar-e-Taiba itself. So that is one of the main important pointers that are raised by the prosecutor. But at the same time, these pointers are not as strong as the statements of the 5 officials concerned, because now as the case has been adjourned for December 1st, there are 3 more people of the security forces from Karachi who are actually have been summoned to come to the court, anti-terrorist court, and they are also going to record their statements. And I'm pretty sure that whatever has been said by these 5 officials will be endorsed by them, and there will be very less loophole for Pakistan to play with.
Hamza, the little bit of more information that we're getting in at the moment also indicates that it was also made amply clear in the court that the witnesses have recorded their statements without any pressure. Any more details that you can share with us about that?
We'll see, because these are the security officials, the only pressure they will have on them, it will not be from the government itself, but it will be from the Pakistani military forces. If that is there, then these sort of statements are a very important one, because these are very strong statements testified by the security officials. And if this is actually going towards the same direction of pressure tactics involved from Pakistan and India, then it is going to be a very difficult road for both the countries to actually come down to a conclusion on Mumbai attacks, because whatever the Pakistani security officials are saying has a lot of weightage than to what the government officials say. So it has to be considered on Pakistan side, and it has to be taken up by the Indian side on the diplomatic channels as well.
Well, absolutely. And Gaurav Sawant, our strategic affairs editor, is also with us on that story now. Hamza is going to stay on with us. Gaurav, as Hamza pointed out there, it's up to the Indian side now how they take up this case. Very strong points in favor of India. How do you see India going ahead from this?
The main prosecution has to take place in Pakistan. What CID in Pakistan is now saying is, what India has been saying all along. It's 4 years, now this is November 2012. The attacks took place in November 2008. So it took 4 years for Pakistan to come to this level. But even at this level, Pakistan is not going after the real perpetrators of that crime. Now, David Coleman Headley, in his interrogation to FBI, has very categorically talked about the state actors' involvement in 26/11. Now, those are the people that Pakistan needs to go after if it actually wants to take this case to its logical conclusion. What unfortunately seems to be happening now is that you set the bar so low that you go after some of these, terrorists who were involved in the execution of the attack or at the minor level of taking these attacks forward. The bigger success for India would be to go after the real perpetrators of 26/11 terror attacks, which includes officers of ISI named by David Coleman Headley, Abu Jundal and others who were involved in terror attacks, and also own intelligence that India has been able to generate so far. And that is solid technical intelligence. It is not just hearsay that India is talking about. So the ball certainly is in Pakistan's court to go after those people. Right. Otherwise, you set the bar low and then do a low jump and say, we've taken action against terrorists. It doesn't solve the problem of terror that India faces from Pakistani soil, Maha.
Gaurav, but would you not say this is at least the first positive step in this case, with 5 of their own security officials talking about the training received by people for 26/11?
Indeed, but 4 years down the line, if you are talking about that, that is setting the bar so low. The whole world already knows all of this. So now if 4 CID chaps, 4 CID officers in Pakistan turn around and say that, it is not very significant. Everybody knows that training took place in Pakistan. Everybody knows weapons came from Pakistan. Everybody knows there was a control room in Karachi which directed the terror attack. The bigger success, Maha, is who are those people inside that control room in Karachi? Why is that Pakistan government refuses to take action, including against Hafiz Mohammed Saeed, who now it is extremely clear was in that control room where terror attacks took place? Who were the ISI officers who were inside that control room when the terror attack took place? So, that is the bigger issue. India should aim high to go after the main perpetrators of terror attacks, the thinkers, and not just the low-level executors of that terror attack. That is that would be real success for India. All this is setting the bar too low and then doing a low jump 4 years after 26/11.